Boom, shakalaka, boom. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to day 263 of 365. What's happening, everyone? Deuce Pesic here, founder and chief visionary officer of ND Pesic Group, right here in Tallahassee, Florida. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to another day of spring. Holy cow, it's been just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous weather here in Tallahassee. Out and about, running errands, taking care of things. Uh, Something came up today in thought, and I thought I should share, right? Listen, whatever you do, do not surround yourself with yes men, okay? People that are afraid that you're going to go ahead and fire them if they, think differently than you, or people that are kiss asses. Look, you don't need that. You need honest transparency from your people. Become approachable to your folks. Take good care of them. And then periodically ask them, how do you think things are going? Right? A good example is, from what I gather, is if you look at the current administration in our country here, the U.S. I think the guy is surrounded by people. Oh yeah, you're doing a great job. You're doing fantastic. This is great. And it's not. I want my people to come to me and say, look, shit's hitting the fan. We got to do something. But apparently, in our case, with our country, that's not what's happening. And that led me to think about this on a business level, because we for sure know on an interpersonal level that shit don't work, right? You're losing a connection when you have yes people. I mean, you're not getting the most out of them. One of the things that I thought of over the past number of years is to have an individual who's going to question everything on purpose. Okay? Well, why are we doing it this way? All right? When you come to answer each one of your people's concerns, even if it's in a test phase like that, right? What was it, on West Wing? I loved it. They had called opposition prep. That's a great one. Opposition prep. To have somebody who's going to periodically oppose you, specifically for explaining what's happening. Okay? Follow me on this. In doing so, you're constantly practicing your defense mechanisms. Not to be aggressive, right? Because sometimes that happens, right? Well, what do you mean? What are you asking me about this? You know exactly, Yeah. The idea is to put together all the aspects of leadership, right? Staying calm, being concise, waiting until the question is fully asked. Just like Simon Sinek says, listening is the hardest thing to do. May sound easy, but it's hard. So if you ask somebody about something and they start telling you and you nod yes or nod no, you can't do that, simply because you want your individual to come out fully in letting you know what they're thinking about the matter. And in return, what that does is it feels like they've been heard, right? So a lot of situations in business, for example, if a person doesn't feel appreciated, if they don't feel like their voice matters, that you're not going to get 100% out of them. You're not, right? So it's very important to keep all those leadership attributes in check, right? And in doing so, picture going on a talk show and not being prepped for it, okay? That could be a disaster waiting to happen, right? Because you're going to say something that is obviously not going to sit well with, members of the audience. But if you structure it and explain it tactfully and concisely, you're going to get a better response out of it. Even if somebody doesn't like you or like what you're saying, at least you're clear on your point and the position that you stand in. Nobody can knock you out of your position. People could try, but you got to be linguistically proficient in tackling those types of fights, I guess, right? So do not surround yourself with yes men. Get a person strictly focusing on opposition prep to train you in delivering your ideas. And take care of your people, man. I mean, if you take care of them, they're going to give you more than you ask for. And it's true. People that feel valued stick around, right? Because if you look around, there isn't much of that happening, right? So what are you going to do? You're going to have a bad day with your people? Hey, we all have bad days. There's no result. That doesn't result in being a tyrant. Hey, man, we've had a bad day. No big beef. Let's move on. We learn from it. We need to make sure this never happens again, and then we move forward. And those are my 2 cents for today. Much love to you guys. We'll see each other again tomorrow. And always remember, we are one people, one earth. Cheers.